So what happens in Shawshank Redemption? Andy Dufresne has this tiny little hammer, and there's a thick wall, and with patience, he goes through the wall. What is the wall? The wall is a narrative. What is a narrative? It's propaganda designed to reach a goal. What is the main goal of all world elites since before World War I? Everybody knows that, right? It's a one world government. Now, if you want a one world government, that means nations have to disappear, right? So even if you need to push one main narrative, you still need tiny narratives like the pieces of a puzzle, which is the same narrative anyway. So let me explain. So you want a new world order, nations have to disappear, so that means Russia has to disappear. So since I'm young, in movies and books and conversation, universities, everything, the Russians are bad people, okay? So they're pushing that propaganda because they know that 50 years later, they're going to attack Russia and they're going to try to make Russia disappear, okay? So how do you fight that? So this is what I've been doing, okay? I've been using the Shawshank Redemption strategy. So let me explain, because everybody's going to have to do this. Not just me. So I had this so I already had a pseudonym, a secret identity that I was using to write BDSM stories. And when the world was forced to shut down, I said, enough is enough. I got to do something about this. But what can I do, right? I can't do anything, like not right now. So in my head, I said, okay, well, I'm going to have to do this, and it's going to take a friggin' long time, right? Like Andy Dufresne with his little hammer. So I'm going to have to break narratives. So how do you do that? So I was working the night shift on a truck, right? 10, 11, 12 hours a day. I was sleeping 3 to 4 hours, and the rest of the day, I was bombarding the internet, breaking narratives, okay? Bombarding the internet all day long. And that's why I said, I did that for 5 years. That's why I said it's the same strategy as Andy Dufresne. It takes time. Okay, so let me explain. How do you break narratives? Well, let's say for 50 years they've been saying that Russians are bad people. So you just bombard the internet with, no, Russians are good people. And every piece of content you can find, a Russian singing a song or a Russian comedian, any piece of content you can post to make Russians look good. That's the strategy of Andy Dufresne. You understand? And if you keep doing that, the main narrative cannot work no more, because with your little hammer, you're breaking all narratives. Now, the Russian thing is just an example. They push all kinds of propaganda. That's the same propaganda to reach. They did it to reach to build the United Nations, and now they want a one world government, okay? But it's all little pieces of the puzzle. So if you use your discernment and you see, oh, they're trying to push that, like black people are bad. No. So you go on the internet and no, black people are good. So let's say, okay, when Karine Jean-Pierre was there, right? I was doing this, but using my pseudonym. Everybody was mocking Karine Jean-Pierre. And I was saying on the internet, no, I love Karine. I love Karine. I love Karine. And I really did love Karine, because this is a freaking strong woman. She fought like she was attacked by the entire planet, and she was always super calm and appearing on TV. Nobody else in the world ever did that. Nobody. So I hope you understand what I'm saying here, okay? You have to be Andy Dufresne. That's what I'm saying.